Good morning, guys. I hope everyone's doing well. I just wanted to do a very quick video. I'm out this morning on a new bike, on the mountain bike, which I picked up on Monday, and I'm just bedding it in this morning. So I'm out on a 2-hour ride now, and then I'll go back, and then I'll do another 2 hours a bit later on. We're just up below Alavena, where you know. So I've already ridden the two very difficult climbs that I've been struggling to get up. If you look back in the videos, there's one called Life-Shawshank, which is where I went and just tried to ride up and down it like an interval training, and I was able to ride up that with a gear to spare on this morning. So just shows you, I mean, admittedly my legs are much stronger, but just shows you what a different group set gearing will let you do. So this bike has got 10 speeds on the back, so it's got a group set of 10 on the back, and these rear mechs have a little clutch in them now to keep the chain tight at all times, because obviously you need a lot of chain to be able to go around the biggest ring at the front. There's 2 rings at the front, so to get around that biggest ring and get around this big ring at the back, which has actually got 36 teeth on it, huge gear, you need a lot of chain. So when the chain's all the way down on this 12 down here, there's obviously a lot of slack in the chain, so it needs a long arm on the mechanism, on the rear mechanism, and it needs a clutch, and the clutch stops that arm from bouncing, so it stops the chain from bouncing around. If you're going downhill in a big gear, for instance in the big ring in the number 12 at the back, you'd have a lot of spare chain, so that clutch takes that out and stops that bouncing around. So it's got suspension forks on the front, RockShox suspension forks, and you have a little lockout device on the handlebar here, which allows you to lock or unlock. So that's locked with the lock showing. So when you're on the road, you don't get those bobbing up and down, or when you're going up a long climb, you can lock them and they don't bob up and down while you're putting a lot of effort through the pedals. And then you just press that button again and they start working again. So I'm just finding my feet with it this morning, finding out the gearing and making small adjustments to it. Haven't exactly got the seat in the right position, but it's very, very close. So yeah, really pleased with it. It's a 2016 bike, but the frame's the same. The frame is the same as the 2017 and the 2018. It's only the components. And Ridley pick and choose their components anyway. They don't most manufacturers just buy a group set at a certain price and they put that on the bike, but Ridley don't do that. They buy whatever parts they think are appropriate. So it's got XO, SRAM XO for the gear set here, and then it's got X9 for the shifters and X9 for the hubs, and then the brakes are by a company called Avid, which have been making brakes forever, Avid Elixir. So disc brakes by Avid. And then the bottom bracket and chain set is SRAM, but it's actually off a road. It's a road system. It's called the BB30, and it's a road system, but they consider that to be a better system. So it's a lighter and stronger system. So they've put that on this bike. So it's a mixture of components. So even though it's a 2016 bike and I bought it new out of the shop on Monday, and I got a big discount on it, all the components are picked specifically. So, you know, I'm not going to change anything until things wear out. So I'm very, very happy with it. So I've just got a few adjustments to make, but I'm very happy with it. And I'm very happy to have been able to climb up the hill, the 2 hills this morning that I haven't been able to climb up before. Admittedly, I'm putting a lot more watts out now. I'm putting out, you know, an average of sort of 220. So that's way above what I was putting out. I was lucky to put out like 150 before. So my power's coming up with my legs. I can sustain that power for much longer. And so I'm going to be doing a few rides on the mountain bike now. I'm trying to get the mountain bike in the shot. Sorry. It's not going to work, is it? Let's do it like this. Here we go. well, forget it. So I'm going to do a few rides with the mountain bike coming up, just to get used to it and get the feel for it. Then I'll be doing like probably alternate rides on the gravel bike and on the mountain bike. I can feel it sort of pulling some different muscles as well riding the mountain bike. It's obviously the position and the cranks are different, and you know, things are different, so it's good to go from one to the other because you're using more of your legs, so you're recruiting more muscles and developing more strength in more muscles, so that's good. So anyway, I just wanted to check in with you guys. As I say, I'm out for 2 hours this morning, and then I'm going to go back and I'll do another 2 hours, make some adjustments, and I'll be out again this afternoon for another 2 hours. So I'll catch up with you later, and just wanted to check in and let you know what's going on. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.